Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Anjaneé Unique and thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, and if you are new on this channel, I will be focusing on beauty, fashion, lifestyle vlogs, and like fragrance videos. So if you're into that kind of stuff and you like the vibe here, you should definitely click that subscribe button as well as the little bell icon so that you're notified whenever I upload new content. And I think you love it here, so you should stay. For today's video, I did a soft glam makeup look, just a couple eyeshadows on the lid, and I wanted to focus more on the skin, like strategically placing product in certain areas to give a certain effect. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look, then please continue watching. I already have my eyebrows on and my base foundation. I am wearing the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I'm in the shade 450. What I'm going to do is just shake it up and put like one more pump on just for demonstration purposes. But I kind of wanted to have most of the small stuff done just for the sake of time. And I love this foundation because I have oily skin, so the matte version of the Fenty Beauty foundation will be the best fit for me. I'm going to go ahead and start concealing. So I'm going to be using the Beauty Blender concealer. Apply this in the inner corner here and then in the upward motion towards the outer edge, just so we can give it that like sleek, lifted cat eye look. That's the look we're going for. That's the look I'm always going for when I highlight outer edge like that. I'm also going to apply my concealer to the forehead area. Not too much though, because my forehead is already big and I'm not trying to draw any extra attention to my forehead. I'm going to put some down the bridge of my nose, cupid's bow area, some on my chin, just a little bit right here. I'm going to be using my Beauty Blender Pro along with my Beauty Blender Concealer. Oh, and I'm looking down because my mirror is right here, and if you catch me looking off to the side, my viewfinder is over here, or my monitor is right here, I should say. But I am just so excited to be filming. I am so happy. I finally posted my luxury perfume collection video and it's doing so well. If you have not seen that video yet, I suggest that you go watch it after this. I can link it in the description box for you. I'm just so happy. Like, I'm happy to finally be filming. I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm gonna just keep going, you know? Just keep swimming. This Beauty Blender and Beauty Blender concealer combo is a beast. Like, it just blends like a dream. Everything just gives what it's supposed to give. Alright, I want the concealer under my eyes to dry down a little bit more so it can be very full coverage. So while I'm waiting on that, I don't want to wait too long though. I think it's already been sitting for like 2 minutes. If I had to guess, I'll just blend out this area some more. Alright. I'm ready to blend this out. I'm just taking a compact mirror to get up close so I can see exactly what I'm doing while I'm blending this out. Now I'm just going to take the brush that I was using for my foundation and just buff out the edges just to make sure it's further blended, you know? No harsh lines here. No ma'am. Alright, so now that is blended, what I'm going to do now is take my setting powder and go ahead and like press it into the highlighted areas. I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent honey setting powder. I really love Laura Mercier's setting powders. They're just so finely milled. It's like air almost, but like in a good way. I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush. Press this into my concealer, just patting that underneath the eye. Wow, this concealer is still a little sticky. I'm gonna go ahead and set it now. I'm trying to add a little bit more like in my nose area because my nose gets really oily and I hate that. I'm gonna take just a little bit more and pat it in the chin area because we highlighted there. We highlighted the cupid's bow area. I'm gonna set that too. In this little area next to the mouth. You know, it looks like a bit much, but trust the process. As you can see, my face looks very flat right now. It's not much going on. What we're going to do is just add some more dimension by contouring. I'm going to be cream contouring with my Fenty Beauty Matchstick. This is in the shade Espresso. So I'm going to start like in the hollows of my cheeks here. My cheeks are so chubby right now, but we're going to work with what we have. You have to contour to your face shape. So how I'm contouring is to my face shape and my nose shape, and the way that you would contour might be different depending on your face shape. So keep that in mind. Do what works best for you. This is what works for me, and what works for me may not work for you. I'm using an angled contour brush. I got this brush from like Dollar General. I'm gonna blend out the jaw area first because, man, one time I did this and I forgot to blend out the jawline. I blended out everything except for the jawline. I don't know how I forgot that. So that means that I was walking around looking crazy. So now I always do that part first. Color. I look a lot more bronze and like sun-kissed. Even though this is a cream contour stick, it gives me more of like a bronze finish, and I love that. Now I'm taking my Real Techniques crease brush to blend out the nose contour area, and I'm contouring my nose just for balance. Like, I don't feel like I need to change the way my nose looks or the shape of it. I'm just doing it because it looks weird if I bronze and contour the rest of my face and not my nose. Like, it just looks incomplete, it looks naked, and I don't want to walk around with my makeup looking undone, you know? Like, done in certain spots and not in the other. kind of weird, right? So yeah, nothing too crazy. Just take your cream contour on the sides of the bridge of your nose up into the eyebrow area. I feel like that's an important trick. It kind of just makes everything more seamless. It just looks a lot more seamless. So do that too. Now I'm going to set the contour, and what I'm using is the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalk'r bronzer in the shade Mocha Mami. Again, I'm going to use my little Dollar General angle contour brush, swirl it up in there, and just add a little bit, nothing too crazy. I love bronzer. It just looks so warm and good. I want to look warm and good. So the face is set. Now I am ready to move on to the eyes. My eyebrows are done. I'm going to take my Mercier translucent honey powder, and I'm going to kind of bake just a little bit. Bake under the eyes, and this is also going to catch any fallout eyeshadow so it doesn't like ruin the skin. I want it to be like fierce, okay? So yes, make sure that you're going up with your highlighting and also your setting powder and baking. I'm putting some additional powder down the bridge of my nose because again, my nose gets so oily. It's so weird. I'm gonna set these little corners. I'm going to leave my chin and my cupid's bow area alone and just hit whatever is on the beauty blender down here. So I know I look weird, but trust me, just trust the process, okay? Trust the process. So I'm going to zoom you guys in, and we're going to move on to the eyes. I'm using a P. Louise eyeshadow base. I don't know which shade this is though. I will figure it out and leave it in a description box for you, so just check the description box, girl. Check it out. Check it out. Okay. Alright, so now that you're all up in my grill, the P. Louise eyeshadow base, I'm gonna put just a little bit on the back of my hand just for convenience. I'm gonna take this random brush. I think I got it from off of like AliExpress, nothing fancy. I'm gonna dip it in here. Get some on the brush, and I'm just gonna apply it all over the lid. It is a little messy looking. Alright, so now that I have my base down, I look creepy, but trust the process, okay? Trust the process. I'm going to take my Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the first one. And the look I'm going for is kind of like a nice sultry, soft kind of maybe 90s glam kind of feel. So yes, I am taking my MAC 224 blending brush. This brush is so good. I highly recommend you picking up some MAC brushes. They do cost a lot more than, of course, your Dollar General brushes, but they last forever. I had this brush for years. I don't get any shedding or anything, and it just does, it does what it's supposed to do. Okay, I'm going to use Jack's, this shade right here, and start working this into my crease. Oh, that is so pretty. I just love how pigmented the Morphe eyeshadows are. Like, they really show up and show out. If you are a woman of color with darker skin tone like me, I highly recommend their eyeshadows because they are buttery, silky, smooth, and pigmented. Like, they show up, okay? They show up. You also want to get like a nice base. So, like, you know, put a nice base down. Even if I didn't put a base down first, this still would show up a lot. This just makes it a little bit more vibrant, help it stand out a little bit more. Alright, so I have Jack's, the shade Jack's, all over my crease, and I have it blended out. Maybe I could blend the edges a little bit more. But yes, I'm loving how this is looking already. Now I'm going to take my MAC 227 brush. This is also another great brush. I feel like, excuse me, I feel like everybody should have a 227 and a 224 in their collection. Definitely stop by MAC and get you those two brushes at least. So anyways, I'm gonna go in with Chip as my lid color. Am I pointing at the right thing? Yeah, Chip. Oh my goodness. This is everything. I'm just trying to pack that color on as much as I can. I want it to pop on the lid. This is so sultry. I love it here. And it's just blending into the crease color so well. Just a nice transition. So I'm patting it onto the eyelids like this to get the color, and then kind of like blending out the edges of it so that it meshes well with the crease color. I'm liking this. I'm loving this actually. I'm gonna go back in with the crease color and blend out the edges, add some of the color back that we lost. And now I'm gonna go back in with the lid color. It's just like a back and forth game until you get it how you want it. I'm going to take an even darker shade, which is Soda Pop. And I'm only swiping that into the very center part of my eye, and that is it, because that is dark. These eyeshadows do not play. That's why I love this palette. Like, it is so pigmented. Now I'm trying to just look. Okay, so my memory card had got full on me, so while my camera was out, I just took my fluffy powder brush and dusted off the excess powder that I had on my face from baking. Now I'm gonna move on to adding more bronzer, because like after you bake, it kind of gives that powdered donut look. It's giving powdered donut. So I'm just gonna add some bronzer to bring the color back to my face. And bronzer always saves the day. Like, I'm obsessed with bronzer. They are nice and fluffy and juicy. Somebody recommended these to me, so hopefully they look cute. While my eyelash glue is getting tacky, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the bottom portion of my eyeshadow. My tweezers, I'm gonna go ahead and drop these eyelashes off. I don't know, lashes this style, just lashes this big and thick kind of just doesn't do it for me. So I'm gonna take these off and add on ones that I like. These lashes are a lot more up my alley. They're long, but not too long. They're wispy. They're a lot more delicate on the eye, not so heavy. So yeah, this is the kind of lashes that I like to wear. And lashes just takes everything up 10 notches. Let's finish the face because I'm getting. I have a beauty mark here, but you probably can't see it because it gets covered up by the makeup. So I'm taking my NYX matte liquid liner and I'm going to put my beauty mark back in a respected place. That's all. Nothing too crazy. MAC pencil, which is chestnut. So pretty. Okay, and this is what we're looking like. This is what we're looking like so far, and since we used all of that powder, I'm going to use my MAC Fix Plus setting spray and just mist it, just so that the powders and stuff can look more natural and look like skin versus just a whole bunch of powder all over your face. I need one of those fans that the girls be having in the club. And this is what she's giving. I hope you enjoyed today's video and thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!